Right, I was gonna take the corpse off the tree, I think. I'll just...
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
I got my shit compressed. Wait, where am I? What? Hello, I'm here. Sorry. Wait, I'll make myself... I'll be Kim. I'm just Kim and I like Harry. Okay, let's fail another check, I guess.
As you breathe in, the odor
Or
comes
not.
over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty, with your hands at your sides and your eyes
Why are you so
squinting. You
mean?
stand in it. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
Extremely.
A very bad time for his rank indeed.
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
I can't come up with anything other than an arbor.
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
No, you can just throw it and tie it.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing. Hey, Tyndall.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark
I wonder if I can
contrast
take off
to
the boots.
decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel, fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Why does my mortar coil need protecting?
Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Maybe he was just wearing the boots. Then there's no rest of the armor.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching, baby!
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
That is exactly what ka-ching means.
It means disciplinary hearing.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
Let's go, pry bar.
The metal connects with the same ding. The sound does not appear to get louder.
Did you hear that? A click?
Yes, like dice rolling.
This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally, from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there's a click. That's the sound you heard. See these lines?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Whoop.
What's wrong with you, asshole? Why is he letting Goku know?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by pulling on the deceased foot?
Nothing.
The lever slowly twists on the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
A map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need the
Contains
photo
insight
for?
to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure, just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench, eyes like a shark. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face and hands are pink. Thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Ish.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
Daddy dead, dead, dead.
Dabba-doob doob dead.
Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
We got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Could it be me that he was moved after that?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He
Hey,
slowly
Jag.
rotates before you, decomposing.
So, how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. The
And I
lips of the
fail.
corpse are swollen.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build. The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but the cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Maybe we can shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
I don't know, just, shoot up there, maybe?
Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Let me try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Go on.
Silence. With and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Shoot the motherfucker down.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the
God damn it.
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. With any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals.
It's okay,
Kuno
man.
studied too. Kuno feels.
The lieutenant
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I can try to shoot him down myself.
It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here.
I'm gonna need your gun
Go
for
ahead,
this.
I'm not stopping.
They only have one gun!
And they only have one gun!
oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
Remember when I told you I didn't have my badge or uniform with me when I woke up? Well, I didn't have my gun either.
That is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station about it as soon as possible.
No, I don't.
Try not to lose this one, please.
Take the...
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Do it! Set me free!
Don't.
Do it!
intense shit, copper.
Fucker waved his gun. It wasn't intense, it was pathetic. Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Let's fail another one.
The lieutenant takes
Fucking pussy didn't shoot shit.
We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to... I did not want us to be indebted to Everard Clare.
You need to suck my dick. Why the fuck am I still alive?
Indeed, why the fuck are you still alive?
He's a dangerous and corrupt man, and we...
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but gone. For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
Okay. Let me get out of here. Alright, kiddo. Where
So
is...
you tried to kill Kuno's girl. What's up with that? You want to talk about it? What? Bitch! You fucking making excuses for yourself now?
Not all of us. Acts like that stick with you for a while.
No one's moving anywhere. Do this shit again, and Kuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife. Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony, put the fucking knife in you. Yeah, I've been in your room.
Oh.
But you and Kuno are good for now, pals. Shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time.
The determination in his voice leaves little room for doubt in his sincerity. He means every word. Needs to be taken seriously.
I respect the Kuno.
And you're back in business with the Kuno. Now what is it? Yeah? The Kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, her.
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a...
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
How did he get there?
Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
What's so great about those pants?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists.
Pants scientists.
Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his...
Alright, Pico, shit's rough.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno! He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno!
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust ya. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
I don't think... Do I want to show him the mug? Let's see what happens.
Fuck! A mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Hey, Spookums.
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't...
Oh, Kuno cares a little bit. I can talk to her before I kill her. I wonder if you can kill.
You didn't take the
This kid is way...
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you see,
I
girl?
come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me.
That's just
You don't
Finland,
wanna see
dear.
what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing her.
She's already traumatized. I can't do much worse. Okay. Hello. No, I don't know actually. Oh, the kitchen is open.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. The trash collection, sir?
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to...
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Chainsaw Man?
Thank you anyway.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. Yes?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Say masculine! I don't think I need anything else. Say masculine.
It's painted blue. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation. If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Alright. Nothing else here then. Hey, Lena.
Hello again, sweetie.
Bye-bye. I like that she calls me sweetie despite everything. Despite me existing.
Hello again, officer. Oh, okay. Thanks for keeping me in the know, sir.
Okay. Oh, money.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." Even by the standards
I
of
got
the
it.
Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola. Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
So what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
What is nose candy?
Cocaine.
This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Where is he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, a group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinaise was leveled.
Who restored it?
A group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant, so funny and nihilistic.
People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Humanox. It's her.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. No response wherever this woman is.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Gosh dang it, Kim. Let me have some fun. Money.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different.
You're a scab leader. I'm very different from you.
Cops and strikebreakers together. Show
I have some
things you
questions.
ask them the questions. Like, we have families to feed you.
So do we, Scab.
What is your goal here?
Promised work. We'd be in there, working. If
I don't care about you.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
Given a job to do!
Goodbye. I don't care. Talking to you.
Scab?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
I'm a cop, which is also the same thing, but
I was just messing with you. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
we're investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
I don't have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way. Body still hanging in the tree?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry.
Why?
I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
What's the strike about anyway?
Serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be...
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin slips by your ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect. Then gestures to...
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
Thanks. Oh, oopsie, I didn't mean to click that. Is there anything else? I hate you. You're the worst. Oh, I have a thought. Oh, no, go back. I had a thought. Okay, let's try and punch Measure Head and die.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me. You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible
Ra's al Ghul from the DC comics?
You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
And yet here you are, being racist.
like the deformed Himians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Koikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit
Sucks to be you if you don't like potatoes.
are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the arbor. Enough with this begging. You should bring your troops to the Simenine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will put the walls will be lined.
This is your chance. He's talking. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
But I wanna punch him.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little
You
to
keep
do
telling
with
yourself
the
that.
player is a man of vision. Also, to serve is
Communism is pretty cool.
idiotic communism is above all. Rampant multinational finance, still offshoots of the Semini. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. The South Island race. I am a descendant. No, I'm from Kur. You have heard enough about our film.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest.
He had nothing to do. Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
No, he would just break them.
Racists are I am not like them. I am craniometric. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw. It is impossible. This leads me to conclude your racial hair.
He's right.
I am not going through all of this.
Get it on, unless you're both drunk.
I think this racist is...
That will be the...
That is understood.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is...
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the...
You are obviously a liberals. There are three categories. Those are a receding genetic pool, the Vesper, the other overprint, as proven by the Maun and the Areopagi. The latter is type B to an unpinkness, the Koiko, the Vasholia.
We're not going through all of this.
That we've been recording history. You have very little...
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played the revolution. Enough of tips, the F are lesser, the mesk. Yes, it is cruel. You understand nothing. To solve, we will.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation.
You need to internalize what you have. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss. Tibere Vasholian. Your love for disco music?
Oh boy.
Venereal disease?
Hey. Psst.
Me?
Psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs.
I've said some mildly left things, but not one of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What's communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
I don't do failure.
Of course you do. You are failure.
Damn.
You are communism.
Damn.
Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped, shat on. While everyone else is out partying, having a callous laugh, you will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
It's too tiring. I don't have an enemy. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess no one will build communism then.
Yeah.
Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections. Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? No. I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism. Anyone? There's no one. Okay then, lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
Goodbye, communism.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you. And you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Can I just... No? I'll just go here. No? Okay. I believe there's a way through here. No insights over here. No bottles, no nothing. It's a travesty. Oh, right. I can punch him, right? If I show him the...
Don't you? Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo. Oh, come on. I know but you see...
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple.
Thank you.
The lieutenant exhales.
Whatever you say. Oh, oh man. Oh, God man. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. It's not the...
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just a racist.
I'm not just racist. Look, people who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design.
Oh?
Don't push your...
I
Looking
want
for
to
something
punch
on?
him.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here. Apples. Yeah,
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
No.
He's got a smoke right there, in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers.
Can't have it. Evidence of what? I haven't done anything. What, officer? Sorry, I couldn't be of any...
Ah, God. Now it's my second playthrough. I want to punch him.
I am a gander and a hunter and
A simple little cadence.
I am the law.
Sure are, my man. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long... Yeah.
It's official. He too agreed.
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Yeah, imagine. So tell me, what do you need? Huh? The bosses, man. Makes sense. It sucks is what it does. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like...
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him. As if
he ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the docks.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Laurent Bird somehow. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Let's fail another check.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
My man, I want to know about your soul.
You are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
Just like that, he slips out of your reach.
Womp
It is
womp.
possible the yelling didn't help.
Got any smokes on you?
Don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add.
Yeah, he's not smoking right now.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Don't be a stranger.
Oh boy. Oh, I can't go through here, right? But what would I want to go through here? Nothing, really.
clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Yeah, that would happen.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
You see two lowly, defeated
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't...
A pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple.
Those sneakers, mister. Those...
Only? That's madness. These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the star. These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
I may be a lo-fi socialist myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents? No way, officer. These... Well, but see, if, on the other hand...
These once...
No, don't look at the speakers. No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't...
Gosh, dang it.
There's a pile of cheaps.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest...
These are all boring. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel...
Damn, officer! You look...
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take...
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you
I'm
sure?
very sensible.
But they look so good on you.
Shades of self-destruction? Okay, let's try. I got one!
Oh, very...
This is how a sea...
Wow, officer! And they can be yours for a mere...
The lieutenant tilts his head.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Okay. I'll keep them in mind for later. Oh, gloves. Electrochemistry. Sure.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Yeah, salami for everyone.
A couple of indicator lights are missed. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Can I go down there?
A crumpled billboard reading Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it. Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
It was me.
These look like the same tire tracks I saw earlier, in front of the whirling rags. Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
That's not too much.
The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack. The panel served as a takeoff ramp. The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then, the sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The Samaran butter billboard still looks freshly painted within the past 72 hours.
It was me. Hi.
The vehicle. There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22. It's about the right size and very sturdy but light motor carriage. You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. The lieutenant looks...
Oh, he wants to talk?
Any theories about what happened here? What kind of car do you think it was?
My car is a Linnea, isn't it? Because he has a Capri.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
I have some ideas who it might have been. Cool and courageous.
That narrows it down somewhat. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops.
Roy's pawn shop. A no Sepev. Oh, right, wait, okay. Just more tired. Let's go to Roy before going to the Union people.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor, and carrying
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very serious about these guys.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by...
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some...
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
Everything
Bam.
seems faded, chipped. The boomboxes on the shelf look. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself. Is the Harman Welshie W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that.
A typical Martinaise streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Yes, officer.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to...
It was brought to me.
We are not here to investigate. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago. It's not often that I see officers from the... What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh, no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive. Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electric vortex hitting the shop, and then moving on.
That sure narrows down our list of suspects.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I didn't really know what to make of it, but I know I doubt it, but I can try and answer any question. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted. Ask around the harbour.
The pawnbroker's gaze is...
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia, and I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions, the unhealthy kind. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinaise with it?
She must be one of my rabid friends.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course. Sure thing. Sure, man. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
No.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay. Now I should go to the Union place. We got some free salami at least.
A rusting this panel. Pull the lever. Nothing happens. The spring brings the lever back to its original position. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Why can't I go down there? Oh, they aren't here? Where are the guys?
Can I help you? Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes, not the whole day. They come here and
We should find out who this lot. We don't. We have...
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and that's why.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Yes? Yes, have you got it? A lot. For the room and broken window? 100 real. Like what?
Okay. I think I'm sleeping outside tonight. I was much nicer in my first playthrough. Instead of flipping the bird. If you can imagine.
The tear machines, your bottles clunk, and do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo?
No, I shouldn't buy more alcohol. I'm good with the alcohol. Should I go to the library? This poor girl.
Hello, sir. Step right. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter. A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved. Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards. My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Oh no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed. Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
No. Wait, didn't I? So I just internalized it?
Nothing really, sir. Mum.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. No such thing.
Anything else? Maybe I can tell you about some of crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman.
Thank you.
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. What's that mean? And everything's better now, sir?
No.
Why is that?
Man can never truly be happy with who he is.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen. Head.
No, your resilience. Not head, child. Heads.
Yeah, heads.
Isn't that very dangerous? Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about when everyone is poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
But where the man and lady business doesn't work.
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum. I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower. The girl is at a loss for words. She shifts and sways on her feet, looking confused and uncomfortable.
Poor child.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh boy.
I don't know how to help you. Sir, sorry, sir. These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and, well, maybe then it's fine. It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something. Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. Maybe some about other books? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Okay, sir.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden.
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
I have a few reasons in mind why you bite your nails.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Because of the pressure your mother is
Maybe
putting
so,
on
sir.
you.
Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
I hope this entertained
It
you.
was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You do something about me.
Sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit.
Not a
He
tiny bit.
is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Because you usually aren't. I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
Oh, there we go.
Race theory.
I don't want to know. I'm gonna forget it as soon as I can. Can I level up stuff? Okay, I can level up my empathy. And... my savoir-faire. Maybe? I don't want to sneak. I want to... I'm gonna level up my endurance. So I can be extra silly. Let's go inside then.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other, God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly you have no... She can, if she has enough...
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands stiff and severe,
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress. Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. I'm sorry, I'm sure you do understand. Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. She's been too busy helping me here, so she studied at home this trimester. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back.
The woman looks aloof, her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy it? Everything is on the shelves.
She smiles and...
Yeah, Annette is better at selling stuff than you are, lady.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise. An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Who? Indeed.
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastic adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. Nonsense for anemic Beano-clads.
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Raubritta is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
I am an occult enthusiast.
Where they try to summon entities.
As long as it doesn't involve math.
You can still buy them, though.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy.
You just can't wait out of the rain and into the gutter. Because you know she's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes? Yes, of course. That makes sense.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
I was really going through it.
Party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh baby, That's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that.
Thanks.
I'm glad I could help you, sir. Math. It's really
Ugh.
difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away. I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out.
Aww.
The city, I mean. Like a detective does. Just what Dick Mullen would ask. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there.
Thank you.
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. Right, I have to get...
I like Annette so much. She's such a sweetie.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extreme rows and rows of Heimdall men, blurred maybe 100. Man from Heimdall and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Heimdall. Those snow crabs are worse than they sound. Not even close. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from
Oh, man from Heimdall. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those. What does it matter? They're all the same. If you're a novice of the
You
series,
suck at
I
selling books, man.
The man from Heimdall. It's supposed to be a good introduction.
Nothing of
Nope.
interest.
I don't like scantily clad women, apparently. The more you know.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same crime fiction. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police. Furthermore, they have no idea. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardship. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Shelves filled to the brim with crime.
Homo fascist magic? What the fuck?
Sex crimes did pique your interest. The plaque on the shelf reads, biographies of browsing through all the books with all then suddenly a particular high-speed love chronicle next to Irv's life story. You see, next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. I'm sorry, I did not. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's a very influential history. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of... Certainly, it's...
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something...
Okay.
Shelves full of Several maps have been... The maps look old and faded. This large map is Ozon, Laurent. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Caillou in Portuguese, you know, the animated series for kids on TV. The name in Portuguese is Ruka.
Radiating outwards from you.
So when I learned that the actual name was Caillou, I was like, the what now? That's Ruka.
This Isola would be barely visible. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, the ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness, connections to other worlds. You have little idea what they are. Perhaps they are the north coast of a verdant, to the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, Hudon. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain. It's not really a map. It's a tour. Still, it's deep.
I'm sorry, officer. The map, they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map, that old thing, it's an out-of-date from when some design studio people tried. They didn't get that far, for some reason.
I'll get that one.
Be informed of your surroundings.
Oh, I'll have it. And the hat.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of your finger moves through the finally coming to a...
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select...
Journal map. Yeah, now I can see the... Kuno! Now I can see the Kuno. Let's go.
This bookstore is not amidst the various books. The point of the book, and many others, it serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional wholeness, unity. But when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that it's your own. The book features chapters on topics such as there's even a chapter on...
Sir, please, no browsing. I can't have you end up like...
You see a...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing.
She speaks almost as if she's trying. Oddly enough, the more she tries, you see some kind of charm. An irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and This is a traditional Seminese inhabitants of Elysium, the Seminide island. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing. Just as you're about to pull apart...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be helped.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's...
Lies. Rip them open, we say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if torn. You see a dimly lit room full
If you tell me to not do something...
and trash. A doorway stands.
I warned you. You're on...
Yeah, I'm sure the curtains were holding the ghosts at bay.
A heavy door with a missing handle stand. What if you just break it down? That's right. Take in your surroundings. Steady breathing. Solid core. The room is dimly lit and lit. It's made of a solid block of Napoleon echo. No one is there.
Okay. I failed.
Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Oh God.
Are you alright?
What is going on there? I warn you, don't tempt...
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in dozens of little charms and trinkets.
God damn it. I tried. Oh well. Yeah, at least Annette is inside and not in the cold. So I did one good thing.
The unpromising race pupil returns. And everyone can things.
Baby, don't be mean.
And fascinating. The Rivacholian degenerate shows signs of racial self-reflection. How did you accomplish this little feat?
I sobered for 5 minutes.
So it would seem, Thrall of Fool. I find, and of course, if the Rivacholian degenerate is capable of...
Jean, baby, do the heroic thing.
That is not possible. The game of Shahmat you play against the rules tricks is unwinnable. You will not. You can...
It's super hard, Jean.
Very well.
Well done. Let's go.
Can I still punch him if I am brave enough?
The unpromising race pupil.
Nope. I don't think Evracht is here anymore though.
On second glance,
it's unfortunate for the...
The drawer opens. Hundreds of documents contain and the same material. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates.
Oh, I got it.
Here is hidden well. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor. All items on the list have been...
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it.
What is so special about this? Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor. More. All items on the list have the drawer slides.
Okay, I'm gonna I can't forget it. I cannot forget it. Okay. I hate it here. Okay. Magnesium, good. Sunglasses. What did they give me? -1 drama. But I am all about the drama, though. Oh well. I got a book. This is my favorite room in the game. I don't know why.
Combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Oh, my jacket.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging.
Yes, it was probably you. The service cloak issued to you by your state.
As your fingers touch the...
There. Looking better. Oh, there's lots of money over here. And bottles. Get the bottles. Get the bottles. time getting that fund. Was that everything? I think so.
This is the night watchman's booth. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out.
Why did you take that? Fine, but
the chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons. Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not the drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are, oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini strokes, prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence,
not that,
watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to La Opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse.
That would happen.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
No, I'm not taking those. I don't want my hair to die.
This is the night what?
Oh, there's still a bottle. Very important that I take all the bottles. And my 89 cents. Kvalsund. Isn't that the multi-tool I need at one point? Isn't this evidence then? Ooh, gloves. Smells like blood. One half light. What do I have? Electrochemistry. I'll have half light instead. Oh, more money. $5. Hello.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along.
Those are the best lyrics.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on...
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, Everard, Everard. I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks
hey,
is just
pizza.
folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh yes, born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Good to know, indeed.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am, yes I am. So, sure mister, about Most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
How do you live then?
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's Union. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking. Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
I like Leo.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Doctor Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
I think you're doing a great job, Leo.
This place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are all right. Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht. Oh yes, I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dog fighters. Alcohol?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. Oh, sure, mister. Sure.
He didn't actually understand what you meant. And now...
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here... Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinaise what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course. Bye-bye now.
Take care, Leo. Oh. Anything here that I can take? No. Okay, ignore me. I'm just looking around your office. Okay, now I can talk to you.
Before you is a walrus of a man sitting behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinaise. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some...
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist. Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
I'm not gonna do the share again. I've done it once.
One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future,
You're no Titan of Elysium, buddy. He's got you in the talk.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union...
The chair you're sitting on has
Oh god, I gotta heal.
comfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need...
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Don't mention it. But also don't forget it. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear, the world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravity.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into...
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal...
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking.
Men can cry too.
You want to cry.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so
Oh my god.
What is this?
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
I'll keep sliding. Goodbye.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I
No.
get you a glass of water or something?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow. In a kind of throw-in motion. Like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
I wouldn't say no to that,
What an
Kim.
odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
You might have noticed there's one hang...
Oh my!
Mr. Clare, besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start... But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body and... Jean, please take it easy with the race signs. He's had enough of that. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but... I don't know what that means, Harry. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is...
He sincerely has no idea what you were talking about. And he doesn't care either.
I don't care either.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man.
You're not seeing me again, Everard. You are probably. But, you know, psychologically you're not. Maybe. It's always so weird to get out of this place. Oh. Kvalsen means whale fjord. The more you know. Alright, I gotta go down. And then I can go up. And even more up. Through the door. Through the window. I remember jumping here before. That's why I remember jumping. Because I am crazy. Alright, come along.
C'est unpromising, so it was.
You're so
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you.
Okay.
Oh, babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
I just shot it in my first playthrough.
The woman's gaze.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit?
You hear that? That sound?
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding...
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
That's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts the man, turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and farewell, Hamson.
Goodbye. Let's never talk ever again. Hey, I want to go over here as well. Okay, let's go see the states that he has left the body in.
That felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
Yeah.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
That's the spirit.
Yay!
Never forget. The whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
I am. I really am. I'm special.
The tear machine stabbed. Your bottles clunk into the machine. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo?
No. Constable's rent. Amazing. Also, I didn't do all this in my first day. I only got Evracht in like the 3rd day or something.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
Oh god, what did you do to the body? Oh, here we go.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy. Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
the fuck are they on about?
No idea, Kuno.
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from an honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able, usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is Lieutenant Detective.
I feel like it's...
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, it's either this, or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Evrard, but didn't quite get this interview done. For that, we have to ask him about the lynching. There's also a Wild Pines representative in town. She could have some information. Not much later, I hope.
And we will do the autopsy next week.